He's still asleep. By the time we got to bed last night, it was later than our usual.
Not easy, ah. First losing Aravind, then Arasi went away.
He told me he understands why she has to go. Well, in a way, so do I. It's so much easier to escape life than to deal with reality sometimes.
You're going to try talking to him today?
I guess so. He'll probably take the day off. I might as well do the same.
Whatever he tells that Rose, I'm sure he will also tell you. At the end of the day, you are the wife, don't worry.
I'm not worried.
Good. Better don't let him sleep so long. My friend told me, people who are depressed, they can sleep for very long.
I'm a doctor, Jie. I think I can spot the signs.
Actually, not always. Sometimes those people who are the closest to you will find even harder to tell.
I'm sure he's fine. He must just be really drained after yesterday. Anyway, thanks for calling.
Need anything from the market? I can help you get. Hello?
Guess who's having lunch with my friend Greg today?
I don't care what you do for your lunch, okay? Just make sure you are back in time for your appointment with Mr. Sito.
The point is, I'll be catching up with an old buddy from school. Greg was the captain of the tennis team, vice head prefect, and one of the top scorers for O-levels.
What's his surname?
Greg...
Oh, you guys must have been really close, huh?
Hey, who is the one who took out your old school yearbook and left it on my study table, huh?
Oh, so that's how you learn all about Greg.
So dusty and so moldy. Hey, better throw away. Don't let it spread to my things, huh?
Bah, God needs them to read up on his so-called friends.
Hey.
Greg. At least I'm not hiding the truth from my potential investor come ex-fiancé from my spouse like you are.
Who says I'm hiding? I'm going to tell Benny all about Dominic. I'm just waiting for the right time.
I'm just waiting for the right time.
Have fun getting to know your old friend, Greg. Oh yeah, go. Don't forget to ask for his surname.
Ow. So sorry for the last-minute notice. I'm not really feeling well today. Thanks for understanding.
Oh, I'm running a bit late today, but I think I can still make it.
I didn't know you were going to work today.
I didn't think I wasn't. You okay? You're not feeling well?
I told them I'll be on MC.
Oh, okay. You stay home and rest then. Where's my phone?
I guess I'll cancel my MC then.
You're feeling better already?
I was hoping to take the day to catch up with Alex. But it just seems like he's very happy to throw himself back into work. I might as well do the same.
You should stay home and rest though. You were so worried yesterday.
I would much rather be at work, so I can keep an eye on how he's doing.
So, you want to go fishing?
Fishing, hiking, anything also will do. I just don't want to be stuck in the flat already.
But you just had your biopsy. You need to recover.
Been recovering for so long. So boring. So, how? Anyone want to join me?
It's a working day, Rahmat. The two of us need to go into the hospital.
But you can take MC, right?
Only for a valid reason.
Yes, correct. And fishing is not one of them.
Iskandar, how? Spend some time with your ayah today?
I can't lah. I have to go class.
You all. I go by myself lah.
Maybe you should take it easy.
My pasal lah. Don't worry.
Greg was just one of those kids that seemed to do well in just about everything. It was quite unfair, actually.
Wow, sounds just like my Jonathan. Good at sports, good at studies, popular with the girls.
If I'm not wrong, he was Sportsman of the Year in my school. He had not one but 2 Colours Awards.
Wow, maybe I should come along for lunch just to meet him. What's he working as now? More importantly, is he single?
I'm not sure, actually. I think he studied abroad. Maybe even on scholarship.
Such a catch. Probably married already with 2 kids or something.
I better go and prepare myself. Have a patient coming in soon. After that, lunch with my bro, Greg! Hi, Pa.
Anthony has been talking about that fella non-stop the whole day.
You must have met him before, when they were in school. Did Anthony's friends spend a lot of time over at your place?
Friends? In secondary school, he spent all his time playing computer games. How to make friends? You tell me?
Hey, Iskandar.
Hey.
How's your father doing?
His recovery after the biopsy has been quite okay. Thanks for asking.
That's good, huh? Wow, these biopsies can be very invasive. All the poking here and there, the needles all...
Yeah, but he's feeling quite okay. That's why he's going hiking today at the reservoir there.
Oh, that's nice. Wow, little father and son bonding time, huh?
I have class.
Oh, then your sister?
No. He's going by himself, actually.
At his age?
Is that not okay?
Iskandar, he shouldn't be doing all these things by himself, especially after his biopsy. What if he has a fall or something happens to him?
Then how? I should have stopped him. If something happens to him, it'll be my fault.
Wait, Iskandar. You did mention that his recovery is gone smoothly, right? Don't worry. I'm sure your father knows his limits.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there are always people walking at the reservoir. So if he really needs help, I'm sure he'll get one.
What's so funny?
Nothing.
Hey, Ant-Man! There he is! Hey, nice to meet you, Kong Kong. I'll leave you to enjoy your kopi in peace.
Yeah. Greg actually recognized me from your family photo on your social media. No? Can you believe it?
I was telling you, Kong Kong. Can see where Anthony got his boyish good looks from.
Your friend here is quite a rascal, you know. He said when Anthony comes, I'll pretend to whisper something to you, and then we laugh.
All good, bro. Don't worry about it. I was just pulling your leg.
Hey, Frank.
So tell me, what's good to eat here? I must say, I've been eyeing that dim sum ever since I sat down.
That's literally my favorite thing to eat here.
Perfect.
I'll order for you.
Oh, you remember that time our whole class made Mrs. Saint cry? That was hilarious.
Did we?
Yeah, she almost sent our entire class for detention. It was epic.
Can't seem to recall that.
Anyway, how's the family business doing?
Quite okay. Actually, we got a lot more walk-ins now that we've moved upstairs.
You know, people are talking about Swatao and your boy Brayden, right? At the class reunion last month, there's clips of them doing kung fu together or something.
That was some time back. Wow, people are still talking about it. Wait, there was a class reunion?
It was a last-minute thing. A few of us decided to get together. Hey, tell you what, let you know when the next one is.
Cool. Hey, eat.
Am I free now? I mean, technically, yes, since my next viewing is only at...
Good. Then you can come and join me. Then we can go back together.
We spoke about this, Chi.
The weather here is so nice, you know, very cooling.
You know, I can't...
You know, just now, I almost slipped and fell. Some parts of the trail, quite muddy.
Did you try calling Iskandar?
He's having classes. You're the one with a flexible job.
Chi, you know this is about respecting Khadija's wishes.
But we're staying in the same house, right? How are you supposed to avoid me?
Look, I'm sorry, but it hurts her to see me getting close to you. And she's my wife, so I'd like to respect that.
Okay.
Look, just make sure you walk carefully, okay?
You think? You think Alex might be depressed?
Well, I didn't. Not at first. But after Jie suggested it, I can't help wondering if she might be right.
I thought you all were supposed to go on a short holiday together.
That was the plan, but we haven't really had the chance to talk much either. I just hope he's not shutting me out.
You all have been through so much in such a short time. I'm sure it's not easy for him.
Hey, you ever have one of those days where everything just kind of falls into place? I mean, the nurses are in a good mood, patients are cooperative, things are just going swimmingly.
Swimmingly?
He seems quite okay, actually.
Hi. I was wondering if you could meet to talk about Alex.
My sister Geraldine? Greg? Pua.
Greg! Wow, nice to meet you. I have heard so much about you.
I assure you, everything is probably true. The good stuff at least.
Well, if you ever want some good stuff for lunch, feel free to drop by. I'll give you a discount for our meal plan service since you are such good friends with my brother.
I'm not sure someone like him needs a meal plan service.
Sounds good to me. I live alone, so cooking can be a hassle.
Oh, I assume you had a family or something.
No time for that, bro. I got too many side hustles. I coach tennis, I run e-commerce courses for dropshipping, and I'm training for a triathlon.
That's many side hustles indeed.
What can I say? I guess I like to keep myself busy.
Well, then perhaps you can consider our high-protein meal plan option. Very suitable for athletes such as yourself.
Strong sales mindset. I like it. A woman after my own heart. So, when are you going to introduce me to the famous Kung Fu sensei of Sunny Place?
Welcome to Swatao. There he is. Second generation owner of Swatao Sintech.
Do you know how long Mr. Sito has been waiting for you? I told you not to be late.
Oh, crap, sorry. We got carried away with lunch.
I don't care what's the reason. You jolly well know he's very particular about punctuality. You better make sure he's happy. Understand?
Okay. Sorry, Greg. I gotta...
Hey, all good, bro. Go do what you need to do. Nice to finally meet the legendary Kung Fu sensei. Wow, you look even younger in person. Sorry for making Anthony late for his appointment. That's on me. I asked him to give me a tour of the estate.
It's his own fault. His time management has always been lousy. Always losing track of time.
I must say, I really like the look of your shop. Your ID did a great job making such an old-fashioned business look so modern.
Hello. Who says TCM is old-fashioned, young man? There's a reason TCM concepts have lasted so long. Because they work.
Of course. In fact, sometimes when my elbow flares up, acupuncture is one of the things that gives instant relief. It's an old tennis injury.
Who do you go to for acupuncture?
It's been quite a while already. Can't really remember his name.
Then where's the clinic? Maybe I know the sensei?
I think they moved. Used to be near my place, now it's somewhere else. You know, I could really use some liang teh. Been feeling quite heaty lately.
This is our most cooling liang teh.
Thanks.
It's also the most bitter. But don't worry, very cooling. 喝完它，不要浪费。
Good.
Hey, Rahmat, slow down, nah. We're not in the forest anymore.
I thought you do Tai Chi every day. You should be fitter than me.
I'm not used to the uphill and downhill. I walk for my knees.
Yeah, me also actually.
When you asked me to join you, I thought we were going to go for an easy one. Not climbing up the mountain.
Who knows how many more chances I'll have to appreciate our nature reserve.
Hey, why are you talking like that?
I have cancer. I don't have much time to live.
Nothing is confirmed, what? You only went for your biopsy?
Honestly, I can tell what the doctor is going to say. I can feel it. I don't have much time left.
Rahmat, you have to try and be positive about such things. Cancer is common nowadays. But most importantly, the disease is better understood. The treatment can be very effective.
Even if I can prolong my life, for what also? There's nothing worth living for. I'm just a burden to everybody in my life.
I'm sure the Ibrahims don't feel that way. After all, they took you in.
I tell you, it's just out of pity. Nothing more.
Why don't you talk to them? Share with them how you feel. Don't keep it inside.
So sorry. You shouldn't have waited for me.
Hey, all good, bro. I was just chatting with your dad and having some of his famous liang teh. I must say, you guys really did a great job with all your social media marketing. It must have helped to introduce the wisdom of TCM to a new generation.
Honestly, it really helped to have Hafiq Ibrahim as the face of our social media campaign.
I know. I was just about to say, how do you manage to get him to endorse you guys?
Actually, he's kind of like a family friend.
Wow! He was such an inspiration to me. Still is, actually.
Do you want to meet him? I can ask if he's free.
You can? Hey, that would be awesome. Actually, I have to run off to a meeting. But you get back to me about Hafiq, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, good catching up with you, bro. Hey, Bye, Kung Fu Sensei.
I don't like that fella.
Not this again.
He's very clever to talk. A bit too clever.
You're finding fault again. No matter what I do, what friends I choose, you just have to oppose me for the sake of it.
Who says?
Whatever. I'm gonna call Hafiq right now. And we're gonna have a nice dinner with my good friend Greg.
Yeah, apparently Golden Boy Hafiq is his good friend. Hopefully I can get an intro soon. I know he's doing property now, but he still has quite a social media following. If I can get Hafiq to give us a shout, could be really good for business.
Next time, you better not go like that by yourself. What if you can't take it?
All of you are not free. What do you expect me to do? Anyway, Chandra came and joined me halfway.
Your father did better than me, I tell you.
Still, when you see your doctor, you better check with him whether it's okay for you to do all this.
Oh, yeah? When is the review?
Actually, I haven't arranged for it yet.
I thought you say your biopsy result is already out.
Yeah, I just haven't arranged for the doctor's appointment yet to discuss the results.
Yeah, Rahmat, I know it's easy to want to put off hearing bad news.
Don't worry, Laya. I'll be there with you every step of the way.
You see, you don't have to go through this by yourself.
There'll be many more chances for us to enjoy hiking together.
Then you better go and train your knees first before you go along with your father. How do we?
We basically cleared the air. No more awkwardness between us about my silly crush on him anymore.
So it's a good thing, right? That he's feeling so positive at work.
It depends. I don't know if you know this about Alex, but he has a nasty habit of using work to distract him from the things he doesn't want to feel.
Yes, I'm aware, thank you. We have also talked a lot about being open with each other.
In that case, don't worry. I'm sure he would if there's anything to talk about. You know, after Sugana passed on, he didn't really spend too much time dwelling on things. I guess that's how he chooses to move on.
Yes, I'm aware of that. And which is why we haven't spoken much about Aravind. Yeah.
He's probably fine, though.
Yes, I would think so, too.
But if you ever need me to, I can always try talking to you.
I'm sure that won't be necessary. Yeah, thank you.
Trust me, you're gonna love him. He's so down to earth and really fun to be around.
Sounds like my kind of guy. You know, I've been following him quite closely ever since he injured his shoulder. From what I see on Tikigram, he seems to be recovering quite well.
He's got a really positive attitude. I guess that helps.
Who knows? Maybe he can even make a huge comeback. Start playing even.
So, hey, what's the emergency? I rushed down here, you said it was a matter of life and death, right?
Actually, it's not so much of an emergency. My friend Greg here mentioned he's dying to see you.
Get it? Thanks for making Singapore proud.
You have no respect for my time, do you? I rushed here thinking you actually needed my help.
Sorry, Hafiq,
I have a family meeting going on right now. They're discussing something really important, you know?
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I didn't know.
And how would you know? Maybe if you weren't so preoccupied with your good friend Greg, I might have told you yesterday. Sorry, lambat. What did I miss?
My father was just telling Cik Ibrahim and Cik Noraini why he's been delaying his follow-up medical.
I feel like the doctor will tell me, actually, you only have 3 months left.
But isn't that worse? The more you delay, the less time you will actually have.
Rahmat, don't worry. No matter what the doctor says, we already told you. You have our support.
Exactly.
That's why I told you, Ayah.
Thank you all. I don't know how to repay you.
No need to talk about this kind of thing.
Dahlah, come go and rest. You had a long day. Come.
I'm gonna get some coffee. So sorry again about just now, bro. Didn't mean to make things difficult for you and Hafiq.
No, that's my fault. I should have been more considerate of his time.
As they say, you know, time is our most valuable asset. But it's so easy for us to spend it, waste it, rather than invest it.
I never thought of it that way.
Right. Time with our loved ones is the most valuable. Maybe that's why Hafiq was so upset.
True. At the end of the day, I don't think there's anything I won't do to have more time with Pei-Ling or Braden.
Then maybe I can share some ideas with you that can really help you maximize your time with your family. What kind of financial planning have you done for you and your family?
Wait, Are you an insurance agent? I thought you're a tennis coach or e-commerce trainer or something.
Those are just side hustles, bro. Actually, I'm a financial advisor. And it's my job to help people like you realize their financial goals.
I see.
So when it comes to your portfolio and managing your present and future finances, here's what we have to offer you.
I know you're on Khadija's side. But if you really feel compassion for Rahmat, and if you really want to help, you should explain it to her.
It's not so simple, Mama. Her relationship with her father is complicated.
I just don't want you to compromise on who you are. That's one of your strengths. You really care about people and put their needs before yours.
And I'm respecting Khadija's wishes. End of story.
Bertahan.
Morning, Ma.
Hey, morning. Why don't you sleep some more? You were up all night studying.
It's exam week. I can't afford to take it easy.
This looks so good.
Dalam boleh bau.
Nasi lemak. I made it for you.
Thanks.
Makan lah. You need the energy for the rest of the day.
All this rice is just going to make me drowsy.
I do something nice for you when you insult me.